Kaçi with a beautiful break. It's that 4 ball. Watch that cue ball. 4 flies in. Cue ball drifts, but the 1 might be setting up nicely. Looks like it got a little awkward.
A little too close for comfort. But the wing ball down. So Kaçi will make note of that. Good spot to break from. And possible insurance policy up the top end of the table with the 5 and the 8. Well, he's looking to defend here, I think.
He might be trying to slice it in and come around. You would think it looks too thin from up here, but. And he does do that. He has a tendency to get down, line it up, and then get up a bit more than other players. Does defend, and he did it nicely. Looks like 2 balls impede the route to the 1, the 9, and the 7, but nonetheless, Styer has the jump cue in his hand.
Nick, I don't know if you watched Tyler Styer and the jump shots that he exhibited last year in London, but it was magic.
Oh, he's nasty with the jump cue. Might be kicking, though. Awfully close to that bottom rail.
Yeah, and where he is right now, he's just having a look. That side pocket could enter into the equation. He'd love to be hitting right near where that side is, so he's going to have to jack up and try and just alter the angle off the cushion to hit this one.
Good call, Jimmy, but yeah, he broke up those balls. Might have pulled it off.
Kaçi, a mainstay on the European tour, and at only 20 years of age, you know his best pool is still ahead of him.
Great speed right there. Yeah, he certainly looks like he's here to stay. Powerful game, incredible fundamentals. Composed under the lights. Seems like a tough kid. Now he's got the jump cue. Little back and forth here to start this one.
He's kicking at this. So Styer hoping for a mistake. And it comes. He just tried to flick the edge of the 1. Got a little too cute. Yep.
Yeah. As you said, flick that edge. He tried to go 1-2 and just thin the 1 to go back up table and play safe. The point got him. Ball in hand for Mr. Styer.
And he'll keep it simple. Play the 2 up into the top left and roll through with the 3 next.
There.
Yeah, he's dropped a little funny there, hasn't he?
Should be okay with a high ball. He'll go into the 8 and then forward. You have to watch out for the 8 getting in the way of seeing the 3. Should be okay, but a little bit awkward. Because the 8 is naturally traveling towards that red 3 in the middle of the table, which is his next shot. Be careful here. I think he missed it too. Oh my.
And you know why he did that, Nick? Because he was thinking exactly what you said. He needed that cue ball to go through the 8 for position to the 3. And he left himself as bad as he could on that too.
He did. It was a little bit of a, I don't want to say lazy, but with ball in hand on the 1, it was a little precarious where you want to get on the 2. He might have rushed it a bit, thinking that nothing could go wrong. He's such a great shot maker. Got unusually awkward. Kaçi is, all likelihood, going to handle this first rack. He doesn't do too much missing. Some options on the 7. The bottom left is open. The middle right-hand side pocket is also an option.
Nicely positioned on the 6. He can draw this back and play that 7 bottom left. He's just getting it straight in his head exactly how he wants to go through this. I mean, you can't ever discount the fact that the pressure is paramount out there.
That's pretty unbelievable. Over 100 countries tuning in live right now. Europe's down 9-7 in the overall. Beautiful stroke there. Might have gotten a little funny. Maybe he'll follow into the 9, accept the angle on the 8 in the left-hand side. Or maybe he can just sort of stop it. Oh, he's coming below it.
Well, that brought the 9 into the equation. He's still okay. Well, Kaçi had the break in this one, so if nothing else, he looks to hold serve. And force Styer to reply in kind. The opening rack goes to the Albanian. 1-0 in the race to 5. As was the case in our first match here on day 4. Captain Marcus Shamat very quickly out there. Yes, thanks, Tom. That Billy Thorpe, obviously, he's done his job. Now he needs his countrymen to carry the stars and stripes as high as he did when he walked into the arena.
He had a great first match, Billy. Jason with a few errors, but also came with it. Need some really quality outs under fire. Styer set to break. Has to shake that first rack off. Easier said than done. Love nothing more than to tie this thing up right here. Hit him pretty soft. Real nice. Wing ball flew in. Watch out.
Almost kicked into the corner pocket. Last year was Tyler Styer's coming out party in the Mosconi Cup. Not many really knew of this young man, but they all know him now.
Not the easiest push out if he goes that route. Looks like he is. Maybe not. Maybe he can just see the combination straight away or the cross side bank. A little bit hard to tell how much of the 8 impedes the cue ball. He's banking it cross side.
And I think the 6 is playing goalie into that corner pocket.
I think so too, as straight as Kaçi shoots. Might very well be playing the combination. A very difficult shot. So much distance between the cue ball to the initial object ball and then the second ball. Even though the 6 is close to the pocket, this is very tough if he goes for it. Might get up. He does that where he gets down, he has a little look, he gets up.
Well, take a brave shot to go for the combination here. There's a lot of distance between these two, but man, it would come with some rewards. There's a better look at it.
It's a tough shot. He has to cut the 6 slightly to the right, probably apply just a little bit of draw. You don't want to hit it too hard because you'd like to play the 1 in the same pocket.
Nick, I think he's gathering himself to take it on.
I think so. Oh, he blasts it in. 1 in the side. What a shot.
I gotta be honest, I didn't think he'd play it at that speed.
Me neither. He just wanted to make it. He's such a straight shooter. Might play the 1 in the bottom left-hand corner. That's a great shot.
I mean, that was like a gunshot. Even the sound.
He's got a lot of finesse, but he'll power him in when he has to as well. Might be playing it down to the bottom left. Oh, he missed it. Did the 5 get in the line of sight? It's very close. I believe he can see it. A few unforced errors here from both players to start the day. As you said before, Jimmy, that pressure, those nerves. It's a tough shot under any circumstance, but.
Yeah, final day of the Mosconi Cup when the score is so close.
Might be drawing above that pink 4. He's got a beautiful stroke. Went below it. That's a really lovely shot there. Made it look easy.
Wiped its feet. Tyler taking a lot of time, a lot of care.
5 to the 7, slightly awkward. He just looked now to see what kind of angle he would prefer to get from the purple to the maroon. He did very well with that one.
Well, that's the second bad miss from Tyler Styer. The pressure of the Mosconi Cup rears its ugly head. He's got to shake that one off. It's the second time for me, though, Nick, that when it looks like Tyler is just about to pounce, it's, something very simple is just, I don't know if it's a lack of concentration or maybe he's trying to, sometimes you get yourself where you try to get too relaxed and you maybe don't look at the shot well enough, because he's missed a couple real easy ones for me.
He let 2 clear-cut opportunities slip. 2 zip Kaçi. why.
Well, certainly worth another look, but yeah, you could be right. Just maybe couldn't decide whether he wanted to go above or below the 7. And there's no movement, just flat out miss.
I know you know that feeling on the snooker table when you could be going multiple directions and you're not totally sure which one. Maybe he just missed it. Final day of the Mosconi Cup. Tight pockets. 0 Kaçi.
And you know the one thing too, singles play, Nick, it can be a lonely chair out there, can it?
Very lonely.
You're on that island all by yourself. You know, and staying in the moment. That's the key. Rack number 3, Kaçi with the break.
2 flies in. What a break it is. Controls the cue ball beautifully. The 1 goes in. Looks like he has a safety option on the 3. Maybe he can nestle behind that 4 ball and pose some real problems to Styer. Let's see.
Quick look at the shot clock. He's got plenty of time. He'd like to have gotten to the bottom cushion behind the 9. He's left Tyler the right-hand side of this 3.
Tyler has to watch that 8 ball. It's really the key to this shot. Not running into the 8 with the cue ball. Done pretty well with it. Way these guys jump, though. This is definitely live to go in.
Well, Kaçi's bringing both cues just to be safe. He'll have a look at this with his playing cue first.
Right.
Maybe a little too much distance to jump.
Maybe, and this is makeable as well, rail first. Oh, what a shot. What a beautiful shot.
When you can kick like that, you can leave the jump cue at the chair, right into the throat of the pocket.
Does he jack up a little and draw into the 9-5, Jimmy? Looks a little weird. Maybe he can follow 1, 2, 3 around to play the 5 in the bottom left. Oh, got away with this one. Might see a little apology. Not today.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Europeans outstretch the hand to kind of, you know, acknowledge a little bit of good fortune.
Yeah, well, he got a little friendly touch on that 6 there, no question.
Very friendly. He's all business.
Looks pretty cool out there. If he's feeling it, he's not showing it.
He's got great presence at the table. He's unquestionably feeling it, but just seems like a tough kid. But he knows those Albanians are pretty tough. Guy's got the entire team on his shoulders right now, down 9-7, first to 11 points. This match is just enormous. Great chance here to go up 3-0.
And the one thing that it assures us of, Nick, is that we'll see Josh Filler.
Right.
So it really is a big match. As Billy Thorpe let us know in the interview just prior, you get the big dog coming up next. A little short of position there on this 9. The crowd's letting him know it.
Definitely a little short. These are tricky. That's a small pocket he's shooting into with no real room for forgiveness. You have to hit this clean. We've seen a few 9 balls like this missed this week. Oh my. This stage is real, Jimmy.
Another look. Prophetic words, Nick. We've seen a few missed. Now you can add this one to that. But he hasn't left an easy one for Tyler, has he?
No, he hasn't. A long, slow roller right off of that end rail. Maybe he can slice it in the side. Either way, tough shot. Drops.
Wow. What a shot from Tyler Styer. What a moment to pull it out of the bag. 2-1. Europe in front, but Tyler Styer with a huge shot on the 9.
Wow.
And the 9 ball. Kaçi has to think about the 9 he missed in the last rack. 2-1, he still leads. Styer knocked in a great 9 to secure it.
Oh, got a little love from the 8 ball there.
Softer break than we've seen. Missed the wing ball, got the 1 in the side, but as you said, friendly little touch from the 8 to the 2, and they set up nicely for Tyler here.
Shot's a little touchy. Might elect to go. Looks like he's drawing it back. Maybe play the 3 in the top right. A few different ways to go here. Let's punch it across. Needs it to settle a little bit. He's okay. Might have to go to the side rail and out. The pink to the purple could be a little bit tricky if he gets straightish on it, but he should be okay. He held it up real nice.
He was in Shanghai when the Shanghai Masters snooker tournament was on, Nick. He came back to North America, sent me a text. He's looking for a snooker cue now, Tyler. And when you watch him play, and you noticed it significantly.
Oh boy.
Oh, that was.
Gotta go.
He just squeaked it by the 7, but he stayed so still. I think he saw a lot of that from the snooker players.
You know, his form and his pace definitely at least influenced by the snooker side of things. Very methodical, tremendous stance and just setup. Twists that one in. Or does he? Wow. And Kaçi simply has to come with this. Really don't have a choice at this point after missing that 9. The chance to take it to 3-1. And that's a bad miss there from Styer.
Any harder it drops.
A little tricky. He has to pull it back for that 6. It's deep in that pocket. Great stroke there.
It seems like every rack, Tyler has had a chance. He's missed a couple easy ones. Still only 2-1. Kaçi not home and dry yet.
Extension, please.
Nicely played.
Yes, it was. He came a little bit closer to that 9 ball than perhaps he would have liked. It looked like he was, when he got down, he was going to draw it and maybe changed his mind. Good stance either way. I'd imagine he's going to try to get a little bit closer to this 9 ball than last time.
He wants to get it where he can turn the cue around and use the butt to knock it in.
And that's exactly what he did.
That's about where he is. There'll be no missing that one. 3-1. Kaçi back, 2 racks clear. And again, benefiting from the unforced error thrown his way.
Hill to climb. It has a great break. Cue ball usually pops up a little bit, makes something, has a look. Always that last ball rolling. Looks like the combo's just there, but a lot of work to do here, controlling the 1 and then figuring out what the story is with that 2 ball.
Yeah, just popped it a little too much with the cue ball, but the 1 came down the same side of the table to give him a little bit of help. Well, he's looking at the combination, Nick. And as you said, toughest part for me here is controlling the cue ball and where the 1 goes. Leave himself a shot on it.
For sure, it looks very tricky. Maybe we try to play the 1 in the side or the top right. And then the 2 is dicey. I don't believe it passes the 4, but let's worry about making this first. I think he overcooked it. He didn't. And that's a great shot.
That is a great shot. And he's got the angle on the 1 to attack that 2 next.
Yes, he does. Maybe he spins around to the right side of the 9 with all sorts of right-hand spin to have a look at the 2 in the top left. Oh, he's playing for the combination, and he's done incredibly well with it. That was a very touchy shot. It's not impossible the 2 goes. Doesn't look like it does, but it may just squeak by.
No, he's lining up the 2-4.
We saw Shaw have problems with combinations in rack 1. They're very tricky. Match 1, rather.
Attention, please. Yeah, well, the point of this rack rests on this combination. So if he doesn't get it, it's almost guaranteed Tyler's going to have a shot.
Oh, nice. Hugged the rail a little bit. Controlled the 2.
Yeah, it was a great shot, that combination. And that should be the shot that sees him home and dry here. Still got a little work to do.
Stuns it forward. Believe he can just roll this in and creep forward. As you said, a little bit of work. He has too much angle. He might need to do something else. I think he can just come on forward.
He tends to stand in the area of the shot that's going to be next.
Yes, he does.
A confident bit of body language, really, Nick. But this one's slightly overhit. And he's asked for the cue ball to be cleaned. And I think, if nothing else, this is just to buy himself a little time to gather himself, because he knows he overhit that shot. This should have been a lot easier than it is. He's already missed one tricky 9. He can't afford another.
He looks awfully focused there. Puts it in.
Center City, 4-1. Kaçi in complete command.
Such a massive match here for the Europeans, obviously, but next match, Shane Van Boening comes up for the Americans against the, I think fair to say, somewhat struggling Kazakis. 10-7 USA, that sounds like an awfully dicey proposition. 9-8. Retain life, 4-1. Kaçi shut that 9 ball off nicely, and he started to really come with it. They can feel it in the stands.
A lot of fans here to support both sides. You know, it's also noticeable there have been a lot more American fans hopping on the plane heading to London. They're putting in extra seats. They did last year. They probably will this year again to accommodate the throng of pool player fans that fly overseas for the Mosconi Cup. December 1st to 4th next year. Mark it on your calendar. Rack number 6, Styer.
He's had a rough match, Jimmy, but he's awfully dialed in on that break. That nice little soft pop. Balls are cooperating. 6-7 tied up a bit, but he has a nice look here.
Well, he's eyeing up the position right now, but no prizes for guessing that 6 ball.
Yeah, it's awfully awkward.
Yeah, that's the one that Kaçi's hoping provides a hurdle for Styer.
Maybe he can get an angle on the 5 to run into them a little bit. The 6 does go in the side left, but awfully precarious to get there. Maybe the combination in the right-hand side as well. If you get on it. Have to make this 4, though. Nice shot. Does look fairly natural to run into them. So point to that part of the rail. Looks like he's telegraphing for us what he's trying to do. 1-2 across into the 7. Open things up. That's a real nice shot.
Hasn't developed as nicely as he would have liked, though.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. These can slide on you. Maybe he can try to pocket the 6, hit the right side of the 9 ball, and go towards that 7. Maybe you can use left-hand spin and just miss the 9 to play the 7 down in the bottom right, which is awfully close to that point. Maybe inside and come around. This is awfully tricky. He loaded it up with inside and he missed it badly.
Yeah, it never looked easy.
No, not at all.
Not even from the comm box, Nick.
Yeah, there were no natural routes. Maybe if he had it again, he would just try to make it, hit that 9 ball and sort of see what develops. 7 of the 8 is a little bit touchy. We don't want to get straight. He's done real well with it.
They'll have to thump this in to get over the other side of the table.
Yeah, with that guy just screaming the blanketed USA at the top of his lungs right before he got down to, this atmosphere is tough for these guys. Warriors. He shook that 1-9 ball off and played a pretty beautiful match here. Didn't even touch the rail there.
Well, that's going to pull one back.
Kaçi puts the team on his back. The Europeans are on their feet. No, he's not Ronnie O'Sullivan here. Let's just put this one in, Eklent. Does it.
A 5-1 win yet again over Tyler Styer, and Europe pulls one back. 9-8. The overall score still to come. Shane Van Boning and Alex Kazakis.